Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the TB2 podcast. We got a big Raw review tonight. It's Austin 316 Day. What? We're going to talk about Raw. What? We're going to talk about everything that went down. I'm here. You know who I am. The name's the Burr. You can spell it out. B-U-R-R-R-R. I'm here with my cousin, same as always, the boss, B-O-double-dollar-sign. How you doing tonight, brother? You ready to talk some wrestling?
Ready to talk some wrestling. What's happening, everybody? TB2 podcast, RWC. What's happening? It's B-O-double-dollar-sign, my cousin Bert. What? Yo, live from the Countdown City, 210, San Antonio, man. I'm ready to talk about it, man. What? Hey, they should have had it in Victoria, Texas, bro. But what other city, better city that had this 316 Raw in honor of my man Stone Cold, Mr. Monday Night Raw himself? I'm excited, bro. Let's get to it, my G.
Man, and I really thought that they were going to have more around Stone Cold on this show, to be completely honest with you. I mean, they had a shop discount going on in the WWE shop. I thought that maybe there was a chance that Stone Cold shows up. I mean, he said earlier in the week he wasn't going to be there, but you never trust anything in wrestling. People say all the time, well, no, I'm not signed with this company, and then all of a sudden they show up at the next pay-per-view. So I thought he might be there, but he wasn't. Nobody caught a stunner. It's kind of disappointing. We may never see a stunner again. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Hey, man, Stone Cold, he one of them wrestlers that's about the bag. He a businessman first. You ain't gonna get him blowing his damn knees out for no reason. You gonna have to put the check up for him. So I don't think they had it in their budget tonight to have Stone Cold out there. He one of them dudes, man, that you gotta pay a hefty penny. He just ain't showing up for the love of the game. He is not Mark Calloway. Mark Calloway would do this shit for free. Steve Austin will not do this for free.
Yeah.
Steve has to be paid. So we don't have Steve, but we get commemorative moments.
Well,
they fucking up already.
Well, the night starts off.
We already going down a negative path. Stone Cold nowhere to be found. We in Texas in 316. We already fucking up.
Yeah.
No glass broken. No stunner applied. What the fuck?
And I really thought we'd at least hear the glass break at some point. Maybe he'd come out and say something to the people. Nothing. So slightly disappointed. What we do get is your boy Seth freaking Rollins in the ring. Well, we get him and a bunch of masked men. They don't do the hokey fucking ring around the rosy shit this week, which I was glad to see. Maybe they're listening to the pod and realize how much we talked about how that was kind of goofy. And so they don't do that this week. Seth comes out. He basically says that he's the one that built the vision. He's going to be the one to tear it down, and how much he enjoyed hitting Paul Heyman the week before. And Paul comes out, and this boy...
Yes, sir.
I love Paul Heyman. I love the little things. We always talk about on this pod, it's the little things in wrestling. Paul Heyman comes out like he has not slept since he got hit with the chair. He's got bags under his eyes. He's got bruises. He's going through it. And I love to see stuff like that. I love to see it. Well, he comes out because he told Seth...
They're a great contributor to wrestling. Like, he knows he is the psychologist. He is the wise man. You feel me? He is the wise man. And Seth Rollins definitely listening to the podcast because they got rid of that. They got rid of the broadcast production of the masked men, right?
Yep.
And we question the vision and where we gonna go with the vision and where he stands with the vision, and he's making it clear now. So we are spot on. We got the crystal ball in the WWE. Either the booking is so predictable or we are just, David Copperfield and them with this shit, because spot on with that.
Well, there's a couple things that we were spot on for, and we'll get into those here in a little bit. I've got some stuff to talk about. But Paul Heyman comes out basically saying, hey, I wouldn't miss this because I told you FAFO. You F around and you're going to find out. He says FAFO,
That's right.
FAF5. And your boy Brock comes in. And I figured this was coming too with them colliding, because the week before there was a little line that Corey Graves said, Brock's going to be here next week. I wonder what he thinks about Seth Rollins attacking Paul Heyman. And sure enough, he wasn't a fan. And so
You
he
definitely
comes
said
to
that.
he comes to the ring. You've got a face off between him and Seth Rollins. The masked men come out. They start attacking. I don't know. You got 25 masked men, right? Why didn't they all just jump on
Man.
Brock Lesnar like the security guards do to people when everybody goes at one time? These guys came at him one at a time, and Brock Lesnar swatted them away like flies.
Get Dark State out there. I keep telling y'all, masked men. If y'all gonna be running with Seth Rollins, we need Dark State quality masked men out there. We don't need Frank DeRulio or whoever the hell he is. We don't need them level of masked men. We need Dark State. If y'all gonna be out there fucking with Brock Lesnar, we need y'all to be on your P's and Q's. We don't need the same people that's the referees dressed up in masks trying to defend Seth Rollins against Brock Lesnar. F5 fail. F fucking 5 failure.
Yeah. He
Get it together. Get it together, masked men.
They need to get in the gym is what they need to get.
Get in the gym because we got the beast incarnate out there. I don't know how old Brock Lesnar is. I'm gonna estimate at least 67 years old. But he's still in good shape. He still toss you around. And yeah, Paul Heyman has a plethora of minions he could use. He has badass Braun Breaker. He got Brunson Reed. He got Logan Paul. He got Austin Theory. And, he got a little weird relationship with CM Punk. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, Seth Rollins, you kind of put yourself in the corner with this.
Well, after taking out all the masked men, Lesnar gets in the ring, starts going face to face with Rollins. Now, Rollins is still not cleared. So I don't know if he actually isn't cleared, and that's why Brock and him didn't tussle. I don't know if maybe they're just, hey, they're not. But the lights go out.
Yeah.
Right? The lights go out.
Right.
And out pops
Yes, sir.
the ruler. Pops Mr. Oba Femi. Hey.
Motherfucking Oba Femi, man.
And when
his name has been mentioned a lot on the TB2 podcast. Go ahead and get your Oba Femi stocks right now. Oh.
And when this Lesnar Open Challenge happened 4 weeks ago, when we first started this podcast, I said, please explain to me how it can be anybody other than Oba Femi answering this thing. And what happened? Your boy comes out, your boy slams Brock with a big old power bomb, the fall from grace, and then puts his foot on him and officially answers the challenge to challenge him at WrestleMania. Through all this is going on, Rollins just rolls out the ring and he dips. He's like, hey, y'all do your thing. I ain't gonna deal with this. I'm out of here. I don't want no part of this.
We're gonna transition the whole storyline right now. I'm not in this. This is about WrestleMania right now. I'm gonna roll the fuck out.
Yep. So it's official. We got Brock and Oba Femi at WrestleMania. We've talked about this matchup a couple different times. We've talked about how we think it's gonna go.
Yeah, it's official, man. Oba Femi, Brock Lesnar, you called it, dog. You called it. I don't think the RWC is surprised. I ain't really surprised. They kind of working two angles at once with the Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman thing too. So, I don't know. I still don't know what the outcome of this match will be. Sometimes WWE do shit where, okay, that in the promos leading up to the match, whoever's the strongest usually gonna lose. So maybe Oba Femi will lose. I don't know, but yeah, he came his ass out there and dropped Brock Lesnar surprisingly.
And there's also a clip going out that shows that little behind the scenes peek behind the curtain that Brock was the one that told him, hey, put your foot on me. Put your foot on me. It'll make you look strong. Put your foot on me as you do it. And that's when Oba does it. If Brock's willing to teach this kid, Brock's willing to go ahead and give him that little pointer to make the moment that much bigger, maybe there's a chance that Brock's okay with putting him over at Mania.
Well, like we said on the last Raw review, I think Brock Lesnar definitely on his way out. And yeah, why not? Why not do the noble thing and go ahead and put him over? But as I said before, as long as you don't lose and get your ass F5'd everywhere, Suplex City, you know, you will be fine, Oba. Whether you win or lose, I think Oba Femi will be fine. I don't think nothing will come after this. Like, I don't think this builds to any storylines or feud between the two. Win or lose, you still good, Oba Femi. I'm curious to see where we put Brock Lesnar at. Like, where does he fall as far as like a storyline going forward with Seth Rollins? That's more intriguing than the Oba Femi situation that I think everybody kind of predicted.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what's kind of weird too, is because later on in the night, you've got Paul Heyman talking with Logan Paul and Austin Theory in the back, telling them how they're trying to get them into the tag team division. And we talked about this. Are they going to be the ones to challenge the Usos? We said, hey, Logan Paul was just in the Elimination Chamber. He was running wild, and now you're going to demote yourself to the tag team division. So, I mean, is that where we go with that? Is that them versus the Usos at Mania?
I mean, for months and months, we've been having like a Jey Uso beef with the Vision, Paul Heyman kind of thing, CM Punk kind of thing. We've been having like all of this flirting with death between Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso been helping his brother out, you know, and now we got Roman Reigns in the main event with CM Punk. So these guys are all intertwined in some kind of feud and beef. So I'm not surprised if that's what comes out of this. You know, I'm not surprised.
And the only person that's also included in that equation that's pushed to the back burner, your boy LA Knight.
LA Knight, yeah, you're gonna have to get in a triple threat situation, bro. But in the back of my mind, I'm starting to think like my cousin Burr and say, um, Division teams up for the tag titles, and then we got my man CM Punk get reunited back with his boy Paul Heyman. So this is how it lines up. If it's gonna line up, this is how it lines up. And I don't see no other way. I think Logan Paul deserved better. I kind of think Austin Theory deserved better too, man. He's been in the shadows for a long time, you know, so I kind of think he deserved a little better. You know, the Vision shit just fell apart with the whole injuries.
Yeah,
And I don't know, man. So yeah, it's definitely a demotion. And the tag team division is so weird, you know, right now.
yeah.
So where would that put my man's at? Like, I I don't know, man. But if we're gonna have tag team shit going on, just for the sake of the aesthetics, let's just keep the belts on the Usos.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of they're already an established team. Let's just keep that away so they can get the hell away from LA Knight, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, all of that shit. They can just get on with this shit. I don't want to see the bloodline come back. So yeah, give them the belts and let them go on they on separate way on Raw.
Well, we do later on, we do see some essence of what the bloodline used to be. You got the Usos, you got Roman sitting in the back in the locker room. They're basically talking, and it's kind of the same atmosphere as they had last week when the Usos came out and called out Punk. You got Jay, who's on the juice. He's all hyped up. You got Jimmy kind of calm down, you know. But Roman basically
Jimmy
says,
about to have a baby, bro. Jimmy about to have a baby. He don't have no time for no fuckery, man. Jimmy Uso knows that pretty soon life getting more serious. You having a baby with Lady Caution, bro. So no playing around this time. You gotta win. You gotta go for gold. Jey Uso, he done hit the mountaintop. He do whatever he wants. So he ain't showing up really crunked up lately. I mean, I thought he got injured. I thought he was in the ambulance and shit like that. What happened? He's just juiced up.
well, and talking about having a baby, talking about the bloodline having a baby, Roman makes it clear because he's tired. You know, people are calling him a part timer. People are saying this, people saying that.
Right.
He says, at the end of the day, I'd rather be a full time dad than worry about being a part time wrestler. And that's all that matters to me. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. But I tell you what, guys, I'm going to go out tonight and I'm going to get that apology from CM Punk. I'm going to get that apology for the family. Not for me, because I don't need it, but I'm getting it for the family.
Yeah, you know, Roman Reigns always got to be too cool for school, man. You know, out there with the subliminals. You know, I ain't mad at him, man. He's right. Rather be a full-time dad than a part-time anything. So
Hey, family first, always.
I'm mad at him. But in the wrestling world, that sound like excuses to me. Roman Reigns, get your ass out there. Your kids okay? They got a mom at home. What happened to the good old days? You take your kids on the road, have them in the back and catering. That's how Jey Uso and all them was raised. Like, stop acting crazy, boy. Get your ass up out there. Don't be, this nigga talked about your dead daddy. You better come with some aggression. I don't hear that old noble shit.
Well, they're in the main event. He comes out later in the main event, and we'll get to that at the end of the show. We're gonna shift gears a little bit
Sure.
because we're gonna get into some wrestling. We got a blood feud that's
Yeah,
going
got
on.
to.
And I really
Yeah.
thought that this was going to happen at Mania. I don't know why they did it now. There's a lot of these matches that it seems like they're setting up something, and then boom, they have it next week on Raw. Boom, they have it next week on SmackDown instead of building it to Mania. But we got El Grande Americano, OG, versus El Grande Americano,
Nuevo.
Nuevo. Yep.
Nuevo. Yep. We got green. We got red, white, and green versus red, white, and blue.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And they've been down there at the Triple Eight going at it too. So they done brought the shit to America, man.
And this was a pretty good back and forth match. OG has a weird, like, reverse angle slam that he does that looks kind of awkward, but also kind of cool. I'm not sure how to feel about it quite yet. And I don't know if we'll ever see it again after tonight, to be completely honest with you. Also, I slightly popped when OG got Nuevo in an ankle lock, and Michael Cole, Corey Graves still playing dumb. Still playing dumb.
Right.
Michael Cole says, man, that ankle lock looks familiar. And Corey Graves responds with, I mean, yeah, Kurt Angle made it famous. It should look familiar. And I popped. I laughed. I did. So
they playing the role well. It'll be funny when they unmask Big Dog Grande Americano and he ain't Chad Gable, you know what I'm saying? Just because they've been playing this whole role. So, they just doing the reverse psychology, man, for the kids, bro. We all know who it is. It might be Perk Angle. If it's Perk Angle, don't be surprised because it could be Chad Gable, Perk Angle. They the same people a little bit, man. Minus the perks and shit. They the same to me, as far as wrestling and craziness. Yeah, a lot of the moves that OG Americano does are so dope. But it looks like he's gonna break his neck or break somebody else's neck when he's doing them. But I love it.
And
he's strong. He's strong. The motherfucker is not even, he gotta be like 5'9", you know what I'm saying? Or shorter. So he's strong, bro.
yes, yeah. And if they're gonna unmask him, they've gotta unmask him because I cannot deal without that closure. I still don't know who Mr. America was. They never unmasked Mr. America. And brother, I need to know who Mr. America was, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna find out. Somebody will get unmasked eventually, bro. Before WrestleMania Night 2 ends, we will find out who one of these guys are, man. They already Gunther already unmasked somebody. Like we already getting it. They already warming us up to people getting unmasked. This is the year of revelation and revealing things. So yeah, somebody's getting unmasked. I don't know who it is, but one of them will get unmasked very soon.
Well, in this match, you've got Bravo sneaking into the ring. He stuffs Nuevos with that steel plate. He puts the plate in the mask. OG goes for a diving headbutt, which really doesn't look great. It looks like they missed, to be honest with you, which is probably the best considering your past of people that have done the flying headbutt and, had CTE, and we're not going to bring up the name because we don't want to get demonetized, taken off of YouTube.
Right.
But
yeah. Brice Quinoa. Brice Quinoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brice Quinoa. And you know what happened to OG? I thought OG Americano was the one loading his shit up. Why ain't he loading his shit up? He too good to start. He too good to load his mask up.
Well, maybe just he didn't get there quick enough. Maybe you got to be faster than that. You got the commercial with the dude with the fishing pole, and he's having $1, and he says, "Hey, you gotta be quicker than that." Maybe OG just wasn't quick enough.
Yo, it is what it is.
Well, and that's the thing is, I thought here after OG loses to Nuevo, right? I thought this is the end of it, right? We now know who's the real Grande Americano. It's Nuevo. So
Yeah.
is OG done? Is he done being El Grande Americano? Does he end
Well,
up getting unmasked?
I feel like I thought the rules was it ain't over till you get unmasked.
And maybe that's it. Maybe that's the rule.
If
I
they
just
do that, that's if they just write it off, that's very cheap. But I know that there's still some storyline in Triple A involving Grande, so he's definitely not done. I think it's over when they unmask somebody. I
yeah.
think it's over. I think with the beginning of Donald Trump being president and shit, that the whole Grande Americano thing was really pop. Like it was really good. It was really dope. It was really, antagonizing the people. And now that the political climate is so fucking crazy, it's like they got a tippy toe on his character in Raw. In Triple A, he can do whatever the fuck he want. So I don't know what they're gonna do. But like I said, bro, before WrestleMania Night 2 is over, we're gonna find out. And that'll be that, I think. And then whatever happened, the remainders, whoever's the survivors of this shit, they getting sent down there to Triple A, and we ain't gotta worry about it no more. That's what I hope
I just
happens too, by the way.
I think Nuevo just has to be the Grande Americano going forward. Chad
I think
Gable,
so, bro. He's down there in Mexico doing his shit.
yeah. Chad Gable can get something else over. He's gotten his other characters over. He can do something else. Nuevo
Right.
is so much bigger. He speaks the language. He's down there in AAA getting pops, getting over, winning matches. I really think after all this is said and done, he should keep the gimmick. I really do.
Me too. He should. And he should go. He should be subjected strictly to Triple A. He should get it on because everything started on Raw. It should end on Raw, and then they should pass it on down to him at Triple A. That's
Now,
just that. That's how I feel. I'm kind of getting tired of it. Like I said, when OG Grande Americano came out, that shit was dope. Dope idea, dope character. He played a role. Everything's dope. Then he gets hurt and shit just, get a little stale. And like I said, with the political climate of America right now, like, we might want to step back with the patriotic Sergeant Slaughter, Hulk Hogan shit right now. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And just play everything by ear. So, yeah, go ahead and write his ass off in the right way, and let's keep it going. So yeah, what else we got, bro?
Well, talking about people getting unmasked, right? I brought up
Mm,
before when Gunther did unmask Dragon Lee in the ring that they were going to definitely
yeah,
build to Gunther versus Ray. I knew that's where they were going. Well, a report
long
came out
shit.
this week saying that hey, WWE was pushing for Gunther versus Ray, but Ray's got a rib injury and he may miss WrestleMania. So Gunther may miss WrestleMania because of this.
Well, last year, bro, I foreseen it. I knock on wood, bro, but I foreseen Rey Mysterio getting hurt last year. He was wrestling too hard. He was on every show. He was on Raw, SmackDown. He was on every show building up to WrestleMania last year. And he had a match, and then he was supposed to appear. He appeared at my old high school. He appeared at the high school I went to in Las Vegas, and that was like the Friday before WrestleMania. Then he went to the store. He had an appearance at the grocery store, and I was like, "Damn, Rey Mysterio doing a lot of shit. I hope he don't get hurt." And his ass got hurt on that SmackDown. So, and he hasn't been the same since. I think he's done. I don't want to see Gunther and Rey Mysterio. Save that shit.
And I could see the way that they're building up
Rey
Gunther.
Mysterio doing too much.
The way that they're building Gunther as being the career killer, I could see them trying to work it in as Gunther retiring Ray. And it would not surprise me if Ray actually was hurt during all this because he doesn't want Gunther to retire him. He wants Dom to retire him.
I know this sounds crazy, but I see him and Dominic being a team again. But if Rey Mysterio gets in the ring again, which I mean isn't too far fetched, and he's doing shit, I could see him and Dom like reuniting before it's a retirement match, and Dom retires his ass. I think they'll reunite first. That's what
Yeah,
my odds would be. And the shit with Gunther, don't know.
yeah.
I don't know
I
what to say.
I
I
just
don't know what to say. I'm thinking of something to say, and I'm like, no, 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 no. Gunther, Jay Uso choked you out, nigga. Go get Jay Uso. You want to throw a little nigga around? Go throw Jay Uso around. Why are you trying to retire everybody? Go retire Jay Uso. Go kill the Yeet. Kill the fucking Yeet. If you want to make us happy, right? And you want us to fucking stand behind you and shit, right? Because you want to be Mussolini and Adolf Hitler and shit, um, go kill motherfucking Jay Uso. Go take out the Yeet man. You choking everybody out except the man that choked you out, Gunther. I don't want to see it. What Rey Mysterio do to you? Y'all just gonna make up a reason why y'all fighting? Hell no. Y'all can keep it. Rey Mysterio, if you smart, you'll say your back hurt and you won't get your little ass in the ring with this dude and let him chop the shit out of you and choke you to death. You'll just stay at the commentary table translating English to Spanish for us at AAA.
I'm okay if he retires Phil too. I'm just gonna say that out loud. If Gunther wants
Yeah,
to
but
take out
I mean,
CM Punk,
yeah, we know, but he don't got the money in the brief suitcase to go bust it up. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't know. We'll have to wait till after WrestleMania to see that. But yeah, Gunther and Ray, we can keep that. Shout out to everybody in AAA. I watched Ray Day Reyes. It was a great little pay-per-view, man.
and we talking about luchadors. We talking about guys with mass wrestling. Tonight we have a match: Penta against Dragon Lee for the IC title.
Yeah.
Penta's constantly, defending that IC title, and he defends it against Dragon
Which I
Lee
can
tonight.
respect.
Do I?
I can respect that, bro. I ain't mad at Pencil, man. Like he sold his soul on the contract. Like when he signed to WWE, he signed his soul, and then a part of that said you got to be on fucking Raw every week, every Monday. You gonna work your ass to the bone. So he got something to be there for. At least he got reason to be there.
Yeah.
And that reason is he's the IC title. He worked for the IC title. So yeah, go ahead and defend it. I don't know why Dragon Lee is in the picture, but hey, okay, I'm all for it. I'm all for a Dragon Lee versus Penta match, dog. Go ahead.
And it was a good back and forth match. I mean, Dragon Lee hits a Styles Clash on Penta. They've got some decent chemistry in the ring, but Penta ends up retaining the title with the Mexican Destroyer because, of course, he
Yeah,
does.
right,
And
right. I
I
was
mean,
gonna say, man.
it was a decent match. I mean, it wasn't crazy, but it was a decent Raw match.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, the days of wrestling is really over. It's about everything else. So, when you can get some wrestling in there and squeeze it in, go ahead and squeeze it in. I mean, somebody want to watch it, so squeeze that shit in there. We don't really know why Dragon Lee is in there against Penta, but fuck it. Like I said, Penta got obligations to fulfill. He works hard for the belt. Go ahead and defend it. We got to get on to the next defender, though. Come on, who's next?
I mean, and that's the thing. I don't know what they're gonna do with him at Mania. I don't know what their plan is with him because it doesn't seem like they're building anything major.
I know, man. This is a really, really weird time in the WWE universe. I don't know what's going on. Who knows what's going on? There's too much brewing. Just to have the random championship title matches on the card, that's not going to be good. We know we'll get a good back and forth match for 20, 30 minutes, but that doesn't make sense. So I don't know what Penta's doing. The IC title really lost it when Braun lost it because uh Dom really wasn't defending it, so it's lost its allure.
Well, and going back to having these pointless IC title matches and pointless title matches going on. Last week they built who was going to be the number one contender for the women's IC title, and you have this 45-minute gauntlet match that Bayley ends up winning. So you're thinking, oh well, that's going to be the feud going into Mania. No, we get that match tonight. AJ Lee versus Bayley for the women's IC title. And I mean,
Yeah, it's all the Bailey.
really hit a Bayley to belly. I thought she was going to win it. I thought maybe that was it, but she ends up tapping out to the Black Widow.
Yeah, she looked like she got hurt. I don't believe this shit. AJ Lee wins again. What side note? Bailey went out there to Rey Los Reyes with the open challenge, got her ass beat too
Eh,
against Flammer. She
Well,
got beat against Flammer too. So she just getting her ass beat, bro.
And here I thought the whole story about this was AJ Lee getting new opponents, right? Getting new challengers to challenge her for the IC title. She got one opponent in
Yeah.
Bayley and then gets attacked after the match by Becky Lynch.
Yeah, because that's what the vortex is of the IC title in the Becky Lynch vortex, bro. Like there is a fucking vortex where her, Live Valkyria, Bailey are stuck in, and now AJ Lee has been sucked into this shit. They've been wrestling and battling since WrestlePalooza. So there you go, WrestleMania. There you go.
I think
Bailey, you was just the fucking sacrificial lamb once again, just like they did you at Triple A last week. You just the sacrificial lamb to take a pin. You a fucking jobber. Damn, Bailey, you went from the fucking 4 horsewomen to a jobber, man. Damn.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
They'll
still,
never. They would have never did you like that in AEW. If you was doing double work like that, they would have never did you like that. But they
and
fucking you over at WWE, bro.
I still have hope that it's a 4-way at Mania between AJ, Bayley, Becky, and Lyra.
Don't see
Then AJ
it.
can
Don't
lose
see
the
it.
title without getting pinned, so she's not the big loser. I'm still waiting on that to see if that happens, but I have a gut feeling they're gonna run it back again with Becky and AJ, and I didn't want to see it the last time.
Well, Becky Lynch is a politician. I think I'm pretty sure the whole Lyra Valkyria thing, she was putting her friend over. You know, they're both Irish, and she put Lyra in the game. So shout out to Becky Lynch for shit like that. But I don't know how creative she can be from this angle. Like, where else can you go with this?
I don't want to see it again. I don't want to see AJ Becky again. We've done it. We've been through it. We've done it.
I
Do
want
something
to
else.
see it again, but I want to see her get manhandle slammed like 3 times.
Well, we got some other women on the card tonight. We got Stephanie McCourt
Okay.
taking on Raquel.
Big Mommy Cool.
Yeah. And this is another like the luchador match. This is another decent back and forth. They have a nice back and forth. Liv comes out trying to make her presence known, and then Io comes out and makes the save, kind of evens the odds for Stephanie McCourt. I don't understand what Stephanie McCourt and Io's relationship is. Is she needs somebody to replace Rhea in her life, and so she found the next person that could.
Ding,
And
ding, 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 ding.
I mean, that's the only
There you
thing
go,
logical.
bro. She like EO got a thing for girls with black hair and ass cheeks and booty shorts and shit. She obviously got a type. Like
So
she
do
has a
I.
type, bro. And we all do. Well, I don't actually. I ain't got no type. But yeah, EO has a type, bro. I mean, first things first, okay, I can kind of get this, but I don't get this. Why the hell is Raquel fighting Stephanie Valkyrie when Stephanie Valkyrie needs to fight Liv Morgan at WrestleMania? You know,
I
makes
to,
no sense.
to weaken her so Liv can
And
get the
why?
win
And
easier.
Stephanie and Raquel, I hate how Raquel is just being booked like the big doofus and the big just. Oh my goodness. She's just the big daddy cool, big mommy cool. She just Diesel, you know. She's just the female Diesel without the belts, you know.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
the female Diesel, and I guess Liv was supposed to be Shawn Michaels, but man, like this is horrible.
Well, Stephanie wins the match. She counters a Tejano bomb to win the match. We see Liv later on talking about how it was her plan all along to get Finn out of the Judgment Day, and this is what she wanted since day
Okay.
one. Which I think Finn's been playing to get out of the
Yeah,
Judgment
yeah.
Day for a while.
That's not true, Liv. Why are you lying? But okay, yeah.
Yeah. So sure.
Honestly, Liv, before you got hurt, your ass was on the chopping block. You and Raquel Rodriguez was on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Y'all lucky y'all had a little bit of gold to keep y'all alive, but Liv, you was on the chopping block. They was getting tired of you and Dom bullshit. Like, y'all go do that shit somewhere else. You know, honestly, you, Dom, and Raquel on the chopping block. So I don't know what you talking about. I don't know how long this Judgment Day gonna last, man. Just like I said, cut this shit out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of over it. I just want Finn and Dom to go at it and be done with it.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
got we got Natty too. You left it out. Natty Natty beat Maxine Dupree with a sharpshooter. Okay,
Yep.
on to the next.
Yeah. No, I mean that's pretty much it. That was that match.
On to the next.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. But hey, Maxine Dupree, she keeping everything alpha babes, you know. Hey, okay, whatever. Like, whatever. They
Yeah.
train together though, so that's what they doing. They got the little chemistry going on. So, but whatever. See what I'm saying? Whatever.
Maxine doesn't get it for me. Natty, I love what Natty's done, but I need a little bit more from Natty. It's not doing it for me. It happened. It was over with. It's next match.
Something about Natty transition, her character change, it ain't hitting the same in WWE as it hit in AAA. Like, I don't like this. You know, I like Natty though. I do like Natty Neidhart. I like her a lot. I love the Hart family. So anything they got going, I'm behind that shit. But yeah. But shout out to them because they train together, so I know what this is about. This is about them putting each other over, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Maxine has
And you
improved.
know what, too? Let me interrupt you, cousin. I'm okay with seeing more women on the screen besides Raquel, Liv, Roxanne, you know, so you know, they utilizing their women in the roster a little bit more at WWE Raw, but I want to see Ivy now. Where the fuck is Ivy
Yeah.
now at?
Yeah.
But okay, let's go on, bro. What else we got going on in the show, man?
So backstage, Kofi's walking up to Javon. He's trying to still recruit him for the New Day, right? He wants to bring him under his wing. And he tells him, and it popped me because at the time he comes up to him, Javon's kind of consulting with Dragon Lee, who had just lost his IC title match. And Kofi says, "Hey man, succeeding in WWE, you could be a champion, but you got to surround yourself with people that bring you up, not people that are dragging you down." While he's, hitting over at Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
Well, Javon wasn't having it. He didn't think it was funny. He basically just tells Kofi, "No, I ain't doing it." But somebody that does want to join the New Day, and it's your favorite part of the week, boss. It's your favorite part of the week. We get Danhausen showing up to Kofi,
Yes, sir.
and he says, "Hey, I'll join. We can do the hip thrust. We can, instead of bootios, let's do some curse crunch. We'll have little teeth marshmallows in it. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful." They tell him, "Man, it's been 10 years since we had bootios. Like, watch the program."
Right.
I thought it was great. I thought it was wonderful. They tell Danhausen no. They say, we ain't doing this. You're not joining the New Day. And so Danhausen does and Kofi says, "I ain't scared of your voodoo. I ain't scared of none of it." And Danhausen does the "you are cursed." And as he curses him, Kofi jumps out of the way and shoves Grayson Waller in front of him to take the brunt of the curse. Pop me.
Danhausen, we don't know where Danhausen is. Is he WWE, SmackDown, Raw? We don't know. He's everywhere.
Everywhere.
He everywhere. Marketing genius. He wants everything. He got a lot of demand housings, no wrestling housings, no physical body slamming housings, just demand housings. And yeah, Kofi Kingston, that nigga's African. Yeah, he invented voodoo. You think a motherfucker from Ghana is scared of a white nigga named Danhausen? Good person, boy. That boy said, "I'm from damn Ghana, boy. My name Kofi Kingston, boy. I'm scared of them boys, rude boy. I top shot to them, boy. We're not scared of no curse, boy, for never blood clot. You know what I mean, boy. So, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
know? Danhausen is hitting 100% though on these motherfucking curses though. So Kofi, you might want to watch out. They keep doing my man Grayson Waller so bad.
Yeah, and it's about to get worse for him. I have a feeling this curse
All
is
he want to do
undefeated.
is wrestle. All he want to do is wrestle. All he want to do is be a part of something. Javon Evans keep turning it down. Grayson is begging for it, and he gets cursed. Shout out to Javon Evans, though, for getting the hell up out of there, because that's what you don't need, bro. Stay the fuck away from Danhausen. You good. You got out of there. Javon Evans, once again, bouncy. Bounce your ass away from Danhausen.
Yeah. Saved his night, honestly. and Danhausen's still making me laugh. Danhausen's entertaining. I guess he's going out during commercial breaks and shooting out T-shirts out into the crowd. I mean, he's
Man, he's
trying to get
doing it,
over.
huh? He's doing his shit.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. See, there you go, Danhausen. See, okay, I think his English, the fact that Danhausen is known in America, known from AEW and different things, and can speak English, his gimmick is going over harder than Mr. Iguana. Even though Mr. Iguana is very popular, I think if Mr. Iguana could speak English and shit like that, and would have more American establishment, then he would be like Danhausen. But that's Danhausen's advantage. And I think he's doing his thing, man. Like, this is what you got to do to get over. He's working hard.
Wouldn't be surprised if that's Danhausen's first actual match is against Mr. Iguana.
That's WrestleMania material. Danhausen, Mr. Iguana versus Joe Hendry. If y'all want the fucking roof to pop off, that's what you need to do.
Yes, yeah. I'd be excited for it. I'd watch shit out of that.
That's what you need. If you're gonna put Danhausen in the ring, you gotta go no less than Joe Hendry or Mr. Iguana, man. But he's out here putting on curses. And I mean, you know, he could fight Grayson or somebody too, but he ain't gotta fight nobody. He got the power of black magic.
Well, we're at our main event moment. We're at our main event slot. End of the show, end of the night. Your boy Roman comes to the ring, and Uncle Phil joins him. And so we got some stuff to talk about on this one. So Roman starts, referring to him as Phil, keeps calling him Phil, right? Phil this, Phil that. CM Punk says, well, I'm not going to use your real name. I'm not going to call you Joe because that'd be disrespectful to another Samoan that I love very much, referring to your boy Samoa Joe. Roman says Phil hadn't main evented anything. He's excited because he's finally get to main event something. He had to main event. He can't even main event the tour in Europe that they did, the live events, which is kind of a shot, to be honest.
Right.
And he tells him that he doesn't have to be he doesn't have to show up all the time. He can be a part-timer. That's what top stars do. If you want to know what top stars do, you should ask your wife, which is basically saying that AJ's a bigger star than Punk.
Which is saying she's a star at giving top. That's what he meant. See, Roman Reigns, he be talking that shit. See, this is what's funny to me, man, because they got the Samoans just in true black mode. Like, you can't tell if the Samoans are Pacific Islanders or straight niggas because they get on the mic and talk crazy. Roman Reigns is just talking crazy. He talk like your black uncle or cousin or somebody. You know what I'm saying? He's just a shit talker, bro.
Well,
that's the whole allure behind him. He's too cool for school. Talk that shit, you know?
Well, Roman goes to leave. Punk says he doesn't leave until he gives him permission because he's a young boy and this is Punk's show. Punk's a champion. He runs the show. He's not going to leave until he tells him to leave. He calls everybody the Punkamaniacs in the audience, and I guess that really bothered me because you're not Hulk Hogan, and honestly, you may not want to be from some of the stuff that I hear about Hulk Hogan. I'll be honest. So
let's let the Hulkster rest. Let's let Hulk rest, man. Stay tuned for the Hulk Hogan TB2 podcast episode, but right now is not the time. CM Punk, man, he's one of them dudes that, he think he's bigger than what he is, He think he's bigger than what he is, and I think that's a part of his character and his real-life ego at display.
Well,
does the WWE universe feel like they're the Punkamaniacs? I need to know. I don't feel like we are. I think a lot of people want to acknowledge the tribal chief,
Not one on acknowledging the tribal chief.
When the tribal chief says acknowledge me, I see the ones getting thrown up.
The first one that's going to acknowledge the tribal chief, but if it's either acknowledge the tribal chief or be a Punkamaniac, I'm throwing up the one all day. All day. Muscle failure. I'll sit here all day. I'll reach muscle failure.
Let's go. Me too, bro. Every time Roman Reigns walk down the aisle and throw the ones, I know what's up, bro. I know the call, bro. I know the unsung call, what to do. So I think Roman Reigns definitely has a bigger star aura than CM Punk. But shout out to CM Punk, man, because he's He's a world-class shit talker.
Well, and at the end of this is where things get kind of interesting. This is where things kind of get a little. Roman says, listen, you ain't gonna phase me. You're great on the mic. You ain't gonna phase me. At the end of the day, I'm your tribal chief. I'm stronger than you. I'm faster than you. You can't do what I do in the ring because at the end of the day, CM Punk, you're old. And boy, CM just drops it. That was the line that put everything on. You're old. You're old. That's it. That's what set him up. You're old.
Talk about his wife. Talk about his. You can talk about Larry. You can talk about AJ Lee, but don't call that nigga old.
Well, and that's
Don't call him old, 'cause that shit gonna set him the fuck off. That's where you get the problems at. You called him old, you set him off.
and that's where this is where and we talked about this too. This is something else that I thought was gonna happen. So the reason why it looked like it was so awkward, this is just a rumor. This is something that was online that I read. There's no definitive evidence behind it, but what I read was the reason why that comment and the whole conversation ended so weird like that was because the original content of it was Roman Reigns making a comment about Larry. Like I said, if Punk's gonna talk about dead families to Roman's got the right to talk about dead families to Punk, right? He gonna bring up the dead dog Larry. And
no, you right. You right.
and
You right.
apparently that was too much for CM Punk. Uncle Phil pulled his weight around and said, no, you can't say that. So you can talk about dead people family. You can talk about it. But if somebody else does, oh, no, that's crossing the line. We got to change that. Say something else. Say that I'm old. Say something else. Don't you talk about my dog. Nah, bullshit. This is that BS about Uncle Phil pulling around his weight, Uncle Phil being a diva. You want to be able to say anything you want to on the mic, no matter what it is, but when somebody else does it on you, you can't handle it.
Right. Well, we got a lot of audibles being called in the booking. Something about this match in the promo behind it is hot. I think it's hot. A lot of personal shit, a lot of shots. Roman Reigns has been, I don't know if he's got something against Triple H or what's going on, but he's definitely been speaking out lately. So just like Rhea and Jay on Twitter, they had to call some audibles in the promo because I think shit is getting personal, and I think the same thing is happening with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. It's getting a little personal.
But he's the one that started by making it personal. He's the one that brought up family members. And now all of a sudden, if somebody else does it, it's wrong. It's okay for you to do it. It's okay for you to say, yo mama, yo dead daddy, yo sister, yo brother, yo cousins. It's okay for him to do it. But if they say, yo mama, yo dog, no, that's too, you can't say that to me. You're not in front of these people. You can't say that. No, that's wrong. That's diva bullshit.
Well, I mean, like I just compared it to Jade and Rhea. That's the same shit CM Punk on. He on some Rhea Ripley shit. He on some booty shorts, ass cheek shit. And I don't like it, but if that's just alleged rumors, we just gonna keep it as that. But I believe it. And I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of the politics. But there's a lot of politics on both. I think Roman Reigns definitely has swung his weight around and used politics in his career as well. I think CM Punk is in a position to do this, and then he's gonna do it. He got a position to do it. He's gonna do it. He did it in AEW, and he's doing it now.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's right, but not surprised.
Yeah.
What I'm surprised about is why the fuck are they not wrestling each other? That's what y'all are bitching about the promo and then y'all ain't wrestling each other. Like, who cares? Like, shut up and slap somebody.
You've got to save it for WrestleMania, which they're not doing for any other fucking storyline that they've got going on. Yeah, let's save this one for Mania. Let's wait until then till they get their hands on each other. But the Grande's fighting each other. The IC title's on the line every week. Both of them on the line every week. You ain't building no other feud up to that moment where like, oh, they're finally getting their hands each other. We're finally getting that match. We're finally getting that moment. This is the only one they're doing it for. That's it. Even Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar got hands on each other, and they were in the ring one time together thus far, building to this match. and they've gotten more contact than CM Punk and Roman Reigns have.
I don't know what to say. You right on point with the shit though, and that's how I feel too, bro. Like
I don't,
I don't know, man.
I
I
don't
don't
understand.
like it. I like it. I like it because I want to see Roman Reigns talk his shit, and I like his promo abilities and different things. But I would rather see him wrestle. And it's like, okay, Roman Reigns, I hear what you're saying, but you kind of giving excuses. And it's like, okay, CM Punk, I hear what you're saying, and I see the politics you're making, but what are you doing that's making things more exciting, or what are you doing that's building up to anything? Nothing. So it's just meaningless. And I hope this is not night 2 main event shit. Like, really?
It will be. This will be the catalyst. This will be how WrestleMania ends.
Wow. Well, we'll stay tuned and we'll keep tuning in to Raw and we'll see what happens. Raw is Raw. Raw is war. Raw is war within its own damn brand. 16, man. What a disappointment for 316. What they use as a opportunity to get some shirts and shit off, man. What the fuck is going on? WWE is on a damn mudslide, man.
Yeah.
Like we just had AEW Revolution, and then this is what you get. Like, come on,
Yes.
man. Like
Yes.
AEW is boiling up work over there, and then this is what y'all hooking up over here. Like, come on, y'all. Yeah, that's that. I'm the boss.
Hey, y'all, we got Dynamite later on this week. We got SmackDown review. We got in the can. We're recording. We got this next week of Raw. Y'all always stay tuned. Always, get your news, get your recap, your review from the Burr and the boss. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell, make sure you do all that stuff. Until then, hey, stay tuned. We've got interviews coming. I've got some stuff. I'm cooking. So y'all stay tuned for the interviews. Make sure you like and subscribe to the page because we got some stuff cooking. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you next time.
Papa Burr is cooking.
Oh, I'm
Papa
cooking.
Burr is cooking.
I'm in
Tune
the
in.
kitchen. Stay tuned.
Let's go, baby.